Everybody, Max here from MaksPlayground, and welcome to the very last community lot that I am renovating in Pleasantview. Yes, it is 315 Main or something like that. It is the clothing store, though. It was the one that had it was kind of really badly renovated and all that kind of stuff, but it is the clothing store, and I made it into an H&M, I should say an H&M outlet kind of store. It's not too big or anything like that. I know that there is an H&M Pleasantview that came in the bin when you got the H&M stuff pack. Fun fact is that was the first and only stuff pack from The Sims 2 that I initially bought like a physical copy of. I didn't actually have any of the stuff packs besides that one until I think it was I got the Ultimate Collection. Yeah, until the Ultimate Collection I got through Origin, I didn't have any of the stuff packs. So it was I really liked it. I loved all the clothes, well, most of them anyways, back in the day. But yeah, so I give this a pretty big renovation. It used to have 2 floors, and it wasn't, I don't know, it was really weird. I didn't much like most of the community lots that the Sims team built back in those days. I didn't really enjoy them. It was lacking a lot of stuff. So I decided to make it an H&M, and I really like how it turned out. I kept up with the gray brick like I had mentioned before in some of my Pleasantview renovation for community lots, but I went with a more modern-esque, well, not super modern, but a modern-esque kind of feel. I was gonna give it 2 floors, but I decided against it and just kept it as 1 floor and kind of had it as a seat, no, actually no, I did give it a ceiling. I wasn't gonna give it a ceiling, but I ended up doing that actually. I had to correct myself there. But at first I take it all out and then I re-add it in. But I don't know, I gave it a little bit of an extension because I really like it. I don't know why. I really like how this turned out. H&M is actually one of my absolute favorite clothing stores in real life. I whenever there's not any close to where I live, I actually have to travel either 4 hours to Toronto, Ontario, or I have to travel to Montreal, because those are the nearest ones to me, which is Montreal's about probably an 8 or 9 hour drive from where I live. So yeah, I don't really go there very often, and I love H&M though. It just has so many just my style of clothing a lot, and I've found some really I can't even talk. I found some really cute things there. I almost said cool, I don't know. Anyways, I found some pretty cool stuff there. I do have this really funny story. Well, I have a couple funny stories from my experiences shopping there. There was this one time when I was looking for a purse, and I was at that store, and I saw this really, really, really nice purse, and I was it was super cute. It was this really nice leather purse, and I really wanted it. So I looked at the price tag, and I thought it was really cheap, because that's when my vision was really starting to go. And I thought it was really cheap, and I was okay, I'm totally gonna get this. And then I bring it up to the cash, and this person's ringing it, and I had other stuff, of course, but she does the purse first, and I see $200 pop up on the screen, and I'm what? And I'm this isn't and then I my friend who was with me looks at the price, we see the purse, and she looks at the price tag, she's it was $200. I'm oh, okay, yeah, I won't be getting that. But I was so mad, because of course the purse that I this always happens to me. The items that I'm super picky about, and then I find that I find something that I really like, they always end up being super freaking expensive. And it sucks, because I won't say I'm cheap, but I'm cheap with certain things. I won't spend a lot of money on a purse. I refuse to, because I've found really cute purses at Value Village or thrift stores and stuff like that. So I don't know, I'm really, really picky with how much I spend on certain items. And so I was just nope, I really wanted it, and I was no, because I had other stuff, and that stuff I guess you would consider being more important. I had jeans and things like that. And then kind of in the whole same experience when I was at this H&M in Toronto. If you guys aren't familiar with Toronto, Ontario, there's the Eaton Centre is the huge mall in downtown Toronto, and there's a lot of hustle and bustle that goes on around that area. And well, my friends and I, we were leaving the mall to go to another store, which was Urban Outfitters, which was like, or was it American Apparel? Anyways, it was down, it wasn't attached to the mall. So we were walking, and like, this was in high school, and I was really, I don't know, I was really like, I don't even know how to say it. I don't know. I was just really like angsty and like I was super like against religion, I guess you could say, back then. Not that I'm like super religious now or anything like that, but yeah, I was very outspoken against religion back in the day. And this guy, out of nowhere, we were walking, me and my friends, and all of a sudden, all I heard really, really loudly was "Believe in the Lord," right? Like, it was right beside me. Okay, I was like linked arms with my friend because like it was super busy. It was at a super busy time that all this was like going on. Like, if you know, in big cities, like, people are always walking around, and so I was like, me and my friend were linked arms, and I jumped, and my friend literally fell. Like, I jumped because of this man said that so loudly, like, "Believe in the Lord." And just like, I look, like, I was so startled. Okay, I looked up as my friend fell, and like, and I ended up falling with her. And I looked up and I turned around, and there was like this man in a black priest, like, I thought it was a costume. Like, this was around like October, so I was like, what the hell is going on? But I looked up, and like, there was like this man in a like preacher suit with like the whole like white tie thing that they have on their suit, and he was wearing sunglasses, and the sun was like setting, like it was like around like 5 o'clock when the sun was starting to set, and this guy had like sunglasses on and a black hat, and he was holding like a Bible. Like, I thought it was a joke. And like, it was the one of the most hilarious like experiences I've had in like another like big city, like in Toronto. It was just so funny. Like, I looked up, and like, he wasn't even looking at me, he was looking straight. I don't know if he may have been blind, I don't know. Like, it was just so freaking awkward, and I was just like, oh my god, like, religious freaks. Like, I don't think that anymore, but back in high school I was very like anti-religion and like anti like everything. So I was just so just startled and taken back that this was, and like, he was like, I don't know, like, he had pamphlets and a Bible, and it was so just like startling. And then and like, then around that same area, there was like people who did like what ended up putting in this lot. They did there was like breakdancing I put into this lot that came from Belladonna Cove, and there was like this person that was standing on like a podium. I don't want to say a podium, but like a statue person, a real life statue, I guess that's what they're called. It was like painted like silver. It was so cool. It was just the coolest thing. I absolutely love big cities that have just like the craziest, most like, I don't know. It was really fun. It wasn't the first time something like that like it happened to me. When I was young, I was like so obsessed with like just crazy street performances and performers, and like, I used to go to Toronto a lot as a kid because my dad had, well, both my dad and I had special doctors that were there, and so we used to have to go down, and my dad used to go down to buy certain products and stuff like that because we couldn't really get a lot of this products, like cooking stuff that my dad wanted from like where I lived. And so yeah, well, like our hometown anyways, so we would go down there for like every once in a while, and my dad's brother lived there, and was like my godfather lived there and stuff, so we would go visit like every so often. And there was this one person this one time, and I was a kid, I was like probably 8 or 9 years old, and my dad and my mom were just like walking like kind of like behind me. Like, I used to like to run around and like explore things, but my parents would always kind of be kind of like behind me, kind of making sure I was okay. And I was going around this corner one time, and this older woman stopped, and it was like still kind of cold out, but it was a lot warmer there than where I lived, so I wasn't wearing my coat. And this woman, I'm gonna say like she was a homeless woman, and she looked pretty disheveled and stuff like that. And not that I have anything against it. I was young. I still don't. Whatever. If you know me, you know I don't have anything against homeless people at all. And so I ended up like this woman started talking to me. She's like, aren't you cold? Like, oh my God, like here. And, like, she wanted to give me something. And my parents came around the corner and were like, Malika, like, that's my real name. Malika, come with us. Like, be careful. Oh, you heard my cat in the background. Be careful. Like, what are you doing? And this woman, like, backed off right away. And my dad, he's really weird. He has, like, the really, really strange humor. And for, like, the longest time, he just, like, always would make jokes like, yeah, you almost got kidnapped. That woman was gonna kidnap you. You have to be more careful. Like, just would joke about stuff like that. It was really cruel. It was, I don't know. If you know my dad, the humor was funny, the way he would say things. And it was just really weird experiences in Toronto. I've had some pretty strange experiences, like, with random odd people. it was kind of funny. Like, I started crying after because my dad, like, made jokes like, oh, she was gonna kidnap you and blah blah blah. So, like, my mom would always get mad when my dad would say it, but, like, he would make fun of me years later about it too. Like, we'd be in Toronto again and he'd remind me of that, and I'm like, can you not, like, can you just not do that today, Dad? But yeah, this video isn't super long though. I'm actually almost a couple more minutes, and I don't know, I did have fun with it. I'm gonna be doing, oh my gosh, my cat is trying to, like, okay, no, cat, get down, thank you. Sorry guys. My cat was trying to get up on my desk, and I have a bowl on my desk, and he likes to, like, try, he doesn't eat human food, but he always tries to just smell it. He's obsessed with smelling human food. But as I was saying, yeah, I'm going to be doing the goth house next. I was going to do the woodland park, and I actually have some footage doing it, but I'm really bad at landscaping. I am using the woodland park as a way to work on my landscaping skills, especially in The Sims 2. It's terrible. I'm just not good at landscaping, simply put. But yeah, I do plan on posting this on my Sims file share, so if you guys want it, make sure you go and check out the link in the description below. I do have other links down there, which are my Twitter, my Tumblr, my Sims 2 Tumblr, my Facebook page, a bunch of other stuff. But I don't know, I'm really excited to start on the goth house. I don't know, it's gonna take a bit, so I don't know if it's gonna be on Friday or if it's gonna be on next Monday. But yeah, I hope that you guys do enjoy this video, or did enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm enjoying this series so much. I can't wait to start up with my Strange Town renovations. I don't know yet if I'm going to just straight up start my Strange Town ones and then do the other non-family houses in Pleasantview. I might. I don't know for sure yet if I am going to do that, but I am planning some other kind of Sims 2 videos. I really do want to do that mod review that I had talked about a little while ago with the hospital mod. I'm thinking of doing that and a few others, or like making a video of my must-have mods for The Sims 2, because I'm realizing that, you know, a lot of people have been like just telling me that they still play The Sims 2, that they really like it. So I'm thinking of doing some mod reviews. I have thought about it before, but now I'm really considering it again. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I will be talking to you in my next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.